Shabbat Shalom, Kal Halal, Yahal Bashem Yahweh Bahashim Makakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us the truth. Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. To the Akwat that are listening, learn, and being a pillar of rest, the 144,001 the hopeful elect of Israel. I'm the brother Yahshua. I'm back with the WW3 Daily update. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to you all. We're going to start right here at Jeremiah 51 and 46 and look for that word rumor. And lest your heart faint, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land, a rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that in another year shall come a rumor. And violence in the land, ruler against ruler. Okay, so let's listen to some rumors and conjecture. Shahid Bolson watches Netanyahu's speech to Congress. What did Bibi come over here and say? He said everything, you could have turned it upside down and it would have been true. So this guy is going to come back and say something about it. Let's just jump in right here.
Our world is in upheaval. In the Middle East, Iran's axis of terror confronts America, Israel, and our Arab friends.
Okay, wait a second. Iran. He starts with Iran. That Iran is confronting, and who does he begin with? America. How is Iran confronting America? How exactly? And our Arab friends. Who? What Arab friends is Iran attacking at the moment? Confronting. There's rapprochement between Iran and Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
There's nothing but actually good relations between UAE and Iran, actually, in terms of trade and so forth. So who?
Projection.
This is not a clash of civilizations. It's a clash between barbarism and civilization.
Well, that's true. That's true. You're not on the side of that equation that you think you are.
It's a clash between those who glorify death and those who sanctify life.
Also true. Also true. And also you're on the wrong side of that equation.
For the forces of civilization to triumph, America and Israel must stand together.
That is the first standing ovation. America and Israel must stand together for the forces of civilization to triumph. Well, there's some truth in that, actually. If we understand, obviously he doesn't mean it like this, but if you understand it correctly, in that America and Israel are on the side of barbarism, you both have to go down together. You're tied together. So the forces of civilization will triumph with America and Israel standing together because, like I said before, every missile that they launch into Gaza lands in America. You're tied at the hip, you're joined at the hip, and you're both going to go down together.
Because when we stand together, something very simple happens. We win, they lose.
Let's do it.
Now let me stand again. That was just seconds ago.
And my friends, I came to assure you today of one thing. We will win.
Of course, stand up,
I wonder if it's speech.
and they stand up,
Yeah.
and of course they stand up.
If it's speech as a signal, you know?
I mean, that just that line is a signal. I mean, the mediocrity of the speech already is mind-numbing. We will win. That's just an applause sign.
3,000 Hamas terrorists stormed into Israel. They butchered 1,200 people from 41 countries, including...
1,200 people from 41 countries.
What were they doing there?
Pushing.
He just said that they're not indigenous people. He just said it.
Just announced it to the world.
Yeah, he just said 41 countries, 41 different countries occupying Palestinian land and having a party. And they're supposed to be fine with that. That's heaven. He just said that that's heaven. 1,200 people from 41 countries. I mean, does anyone catch that? That those are foreigners? That those are not indigenous people? Those are people who are not from there? You didn't have to go.
They have a home.
You know where? You know how you would have not died on October 7th if you'd stayed home.
Fair use. All right. With this fair use, I'm not making no money. I'm only getting 3 views. Fair use.
In your country. Plus, of course, he's not going to mention the fact that a significant number of the people who were killed, your own people killed them.
Yeah.
So they would have even been safer from you if they hadn't gone to Israel.
And these monsters, they raped women,
No, they didn't.
they beheaded men,
No, they didn't.
they burnt babies
No,
alive,
they didn't.
Yeah.
they killed parents in front of their children,
No, they didn't.
and children in front of their parents.
And no, they didn't.
Who allowed this homicidal maniac, this genocidal maniac, to go and address Congress and just lie willy-nilly? Who allowed that? You're getting up and you're applauding it. See, there's 2 sides to this. All right, and here's the other side. Right? This guy would represent the other side. Netanyahu represents the side of the so-called Israeli American alliance, right? And then the other side is what? Everybody else. Okay? And this is how they feel about it. They know a lie when they hear it. But shame on the Americans letting that happen.
They dragged 255 people, both living and dead, into the dark dungeons of Gaza.
And why is Gaza a dark dungeon?
Yeah. I wonder why.
So it's heaven on your side of the fence,
Yeah.
where people from 41 different countries can come and have a party.
You see, so there's 2 sides of the story. All right, Netanyahu gets to go to Congress and say anything that comes out of his mouth. What about the other side? Does anybody get to hear the other? Is Congress going to let somebody from the other side come in and say what their truth is? They're not going to do that.
On the other side of the fence, on the other side of the wall, it's a dark dungeon. And those people who are living every day of their life in the dark dungeon are just supposed to bear it and just supposed to suffer and endure and never try to do anything about it. That's heaven.
Israel has already brought home 135 of these hostages, including 7 who were freed in daring rescue operations.
135.
Yeah.
7 worked from a hostage rescue operation. So 128 were released by Hamas. So maybe you should consider negotiations. It seems to work a lot better than your so-called rescue operations. There's another standing ovation for that. See, this is the stupid thing. They're actually, for sure, they're standing up now to applaud the so-called rescue operation that got 7 people free, but they're not applauding that you were successful in getting 127 people released by these monsters who actually just negotiated with you and made a deal and let them go.
All right, I'll end it right there. Okay, what do you think is going to happen as a result of this? Well, let's go here. All right, let's go to Joel. Here's what's happening. What's going on right now in this is Joel 3 and 10? Joel 3 and 9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Okay. Let's see, Russia and China. Over Alaska. What's up with that? Russia and China over Alaska. One day ago. Russian and Chinese bombers operating together. What's going on? 17 out. News about Alaska, Russia, and China 2 days ago. 1 day ago. Okay. What's going on with the war? This is over here. Look at this. This is right here. You got China and Russia right there. What are they doing? This is 18 seconds.
The U.S. military intercepted Russian and Chinese bombers in international airspace off of the coast of Alaska yesterday. Officials say 2 Russian and 2 Chinese fighter jets were detected, tracked, and intercepted. The U.S. official says that this is the first time Russian and Chinese aircraft have jointly entered the area. However, NORAD notes that the activity is not seen as a threat.
Right. Go back to Joel. What's going on? Proclaim ye this. Joel 3 and 9. Here's what we see. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. This is what we see. 2 days ago. Okay. Is World War III growing? This is right here. Okay. The United States is right here, and Washington, Oregon, and California are right here. And China and Russia are like this. Hey, let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. They didn't say nothing about Canada coming in and having to be dispatched. Okay, that's what happened right here. Look. The Russian flew their outdated Tu-95 bomber, still carrying the man-tail gunner, firing the 23mm rear gun to protect against Cold War-era fighter jets. Chinese used their H-6 long-range bomber. At least the Chinese got rid of the Cold War-era tail gunner in their bombers. The Russian and Chinese long-range bombers were intercepted by U.S. F-22 and F-35 and Canadian FA-18. The F-22 Raptor 5th generation fighters were flown by the Alaskan Air Nation Guard. Alaskan Air Nation Guard against outdated bombers. Doesn't matter. What matters is that they're probing. Okay? They're probing because they want their land back, right? Just like China wants back Taiwan, they want Alaska back too. Here's what I was trying to establish though. Who's there? Canada, right? Well, there's Canada. All right. So what is that? What does that spell? Canada and the United States on this side. Well, it spells World War. Canada is the UK, are they not? Of course they are. So with that, we hope that the elector edified you, brothers and few sisters. With that, we're going to say Shabbat Shalom.